Hey everybody, your pal Donnie Dow here. Today I am on Evansville's north side in the Melody Hills subdivision. To be specific, this is Melody Hills Part 6. Melody Hills originated, the first Melody Hills was across St. George Road with, I think Memory Lane was the first street developed there. But anyway, so I'm closer to the airport on the north side of St. George Road in Melody Hills. And this is a really interesting neighborhood to me. And I frequented here a lot as a teenager. I had plenty of friends that lived in this area, plenty of classmates. So I was over here quite a bit. But what I didn't know was that this was developed by Wendell Lensing. And if you know about architectural sales in Evansville, the Lensing Company is still in business. Here they have a new advertising agency. But at any rate, so Wendell Lensing was a local attorney and builder. And the road I'm on now is O'Hara. And, a lot of people think that because of its proximity to the airport, maybe O'Hara is somehow reminiscent of O'Hare Airport in Chicago, but that's not the case. Mr. Lensing was tasked with coming up with the street names and noticed that there weren't a lot of names in Evansville that reflected any of our Irish heritage that is here. And he decided to name this after a former president of Notre Dame, John Francis Cardinal O'Hara. So that's how O'Hara Street or O'Hara Drive, got its name. So these homes were mostly built in the early 60s. It was platted in the late 50s, this particular section was. And there's a home coming up that I'm really excited to show to you. It has been changed a little bit over the years, but what's interesting about it is it was built in 1961, and it was a Better Homes and Gardens idea home. There were 88 homes similar to it that had similar floor plans. This one was altered a little bit to move the bedrooms to a different part of the house, but regardless, it was very similar to the other 87 that were built. And it showcased a lot of what was new and trendy at the time. So like I said, it's been altered a little bit since 1961. Unfortunately, this particular home was a victim of the 2008 financial crash. The owners back then had a countrywide home loans mortgage, and those of us that can remember know that many of those mortgages turned sour, and theirs did too. So I don't know if it's the current owners that did this, because it wasn't bought by an investor. It was bought by the people that still live there. So they've been there 11 years. So I'm not sure if they did it or who did it. But anyway, here it is. Okay, this house is really, really cool. So first of all, the garages you see were actually a carport. And, 61. And the entrance was actually, the main entrance was inside the carport. This section that you see here with the front door and the window, that was actually recessed. It was a patio with a sliding glass door. So another thing in the 60s, mid-century modern, they were trying to bring the outdoors in somewhat. So that was actually pushed back, and there was a sliding glass door. The other thing is, so we have pink Kentucky brick, but where the siding is and that entry, that was actually Indiana limestone. So the other thing that's really cool is the siding at the top was wood siding originally, and it was blue. So you had this pinkish color brick with the more white-ish limestone, and then the bluish at the top. So a very kitschy 1960s style home. But it was unique in that the floor plan was designed to maximize the space inside, but minimize the cost to frame, etc. So the basement was originally unfinished, and I believe that it has been finished somewhat since then. But at any rate, a really cool home, a really cool piece of Evansville history. Again, Wendell Lensing and his company developed this area. They built it. They're still around. I think it's really neat. Well, Mr. Lensing isn't still around, but the company is still around. At any rate, I think it's cool. I like this area, and I really like learning a little bit more about Evansville history. Other than that, market is still doing pretty good. It's a little slower as far as you don't see as many new homes being listed, but there are still new listings coming on every day. It's a good time to buy. If you appreciate this kind of stuff that I do, as far as taking the time to get to know a little bit more about the houses themselves and about the people that are involved in the development of Evansville, thank you for watching. I'm glad you like it. I do say a lot, don't I? Well, it's because I'm making this up as I go. I like what they did with this. The numbers on the other side were really great. Let's take a look at that real quick, just cause we're here. That's a good way to do that, I think. Anyway, if you know anyone interested in buying or selling real estate in Southern Indiana, please have them contact me. I think that once they deal with Donnie, they'll discover the difference is Donnie. Thanks. See you.